Assalamualaikum and hello to everyone. My name is Tengku Noradeena binti Tengku Ahmad. So today I am going to present about my research paper entitled The Implementation of Building Maintenance Management System in XYZ Bank. So the authors of this paper is myself, Tengku Noradeena Tengku Ahmad, and I was closely supervised by my supervisor, Research Master Supervisor, which is AP Dr. Siti Zalia Abdul Rasid. So to start, as an introduction, at present, most companies in Malaysia are still implementing the conventional method rather than implementing a modern computerized system to manage the maintenance of building facilities and also infrastructure. So the application of the conventional method is known as a paper-based report or a non-systematic computational database for facilities management. So this research was conducted to study the issues being faced by XYZ bank headquarter employees with the current implementation of conventional methods of building maintenance management practices. So what are the research questions for this paper? Firstly is what are the issues with this existing building maintenance management practice and what should be implemented to improve this current practice and what is the effectiveness of the intervention implemented. So from these three research questions, three research objectives were derived as follows. So the first one is to determine the issues of this current building maintenance management practice, to implement building maintenance management system, and also to measure the effectiveness of the BMMS. So for research objective 1, to achieve it, which is to determine the issues of the current building maintenance management practice, um, qualitative method was done to collect data, and an interview was conducted via Zoom application. Um, um, the sample size is 4 interviewees, which is the target for this research is only towards one department in the XYZ bank. And the findings that were found is that most of the interviewees they they give feedback saying that the current practice is very unsystematic, and it's a conventional method. It's very time consuming. It's very time consuming because everything is done either by paper based emails and phone calls, so it's very time consuming. They need to do their own manual tracking to ensure that the complaints have been solved in an effectively and in a timely manner. And to them, this method is actually very inconvenient. Okay, so based from that feedback, research objective 2, which is to the implementation of the building maintenance management system, and research objective 3, which is to measure the effectiveness of the system, um, was conducted. So, for this research objective 2 and 3, first is we implement a system, this BMMS, and so after the implementation, we get feedback from the employees to know what do they think about this BMMS. So data collection was done with both qualitative and also quantitative method. So for qualitative method, interview was done via Zoom application. The sample size was the field 4 interviewees, which was actually the same interviewees being interviewed um, before the implementation of this BMMS, which is where we want to, which is when to achieve the research objective 1. So, from this interview, thematic analysis was conducted to find the findings. And the findings that we got are the system is actually efficient, systematic, it is convenient, and it is accessible everywhere. This is because the system exists as an application that can be installed in our phone. So for it is suitable for both Android and also iOS users. So now employees and users can just lodge a complaint everywhere they can, because it is now at their own fingertips. Because everyone is always using the phones nowadays. So whenever they see any defect or any complaints that they would like to lodge, they can just take out their phones and just lodge the complaint. So that's why it is faster and it's also convenient and it's also user friendly. Okay. Besides doing qualitative, so quantitative method was also done, which is by distributing survey questionnaire to 35 respondents in that same department. So the analysis used for this method is reliability test and also descriptive analysis. So first, we conducted reliability test for survey questionnaire, which is the Cronbach's alpha test, and the result was 0.9, which is showing that anything that is more than 0.7 means that it is reliable. Okay. As for descriptive analysis, there was a set of questions being distributed to the employees, but what we want to highlight is that the efficiency of BMS and the overall rating of BMS is showing high votes. So the scale used is Likert scale, and for the efficiency of BMMS, um, 12 people voted with the value of 4, which is agree, and 15 people voted strongly agrees. Whereas for the overall rating of BMMS, 17 people rated excellent and 14 people rated the system as good. Okay. Okay. So this is the BMS system interface. We can see that the users can actually take pictures and they can report and they can put category, which category is that, which department, which area is that. They can put a remark. They can also comment what they want. And also they can see all the work orders that have been reported, and they can also see what is the status of it. Green meaning that the issue has been solved. Yellow meaning that it's in progress, and red means that it still has not been started. So basically, from this interface, it can be seen that everything can be tracked automatically, and the complaint can be lodged anywhere and at any time of the day. Okay, so the reflection and limitations. As for the reflection, the building maintenance management is more systematic and is being handled in a more um, productive way. It helps to increase work efficiency as employees no longer need to manually track the complaints received because everything is just automatically tracked. You can just view it in your phone. So ultimately, interviewers agreed that implementation of BMS bring benefit to the organization. 4 of the interviewees rated the system as 9 over 10, whereas 3 rated the system as 8 over 10. So the limitations, um, there is some limitations when this study is being conducted. First is the sampling size. Due to most of the employees are working from home, the targeted number of respondents were reduced, and also because of the time, survey was only open for 1 week. That's why the number of respondents are considered quite low. As for the conclusion and recommendation, based on the data analysis and findings, it is shown that BMMS is receiving good and positive feedbacks from XYZ Bank HQ users. And the recommendation is that the system is to be implemented to the whole HQ building instead of only one department. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.